Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where version 1.12, 1.1.2? Something like that. The new version of Victoria is out, and we are on that version right now. We only have 5 years left, so I'm hoping that if it causes problems... Actually, I see there are some substantial changes here. We'll explore that in a moment. If there are major problems, I made a save backup of this save that we have right here, so we can always go back to that if need be. But there's only like less than 5 years left, right? So I don't think that it's going to be that big of a deal. We'll see how it plays out. I want to check in here. Okay, so we're currently considered a pariah. We have nothing under construction. This has been reworked. So there's no investments in private constructions. There's now a differential in the private construction and the government construction queue. That's interesting. I know that they reworked how the auto queuing system works. I want to go into our buildings and see if these are still set to auto expand. That one needs to be, so does this. Shipyards should be on arc welded steamships, I think. This is interesting. This definitely gives more information in this tooltip now. I like that. And we wanted this to be on extensive military shipbuilding. There we go. Arms industries go to publicly traded and can auto-expand. Anything else in here that we've got going on? Actually, yes. It looks like some of these went back on some of their production methods. Okay, that's noted. Arts academies should be on independent artists, I think. Yeah, it's the same amount of employees no matter what. So that'll be fine. We do not subsidize power plants, and we auto-expand those. Okay. Cool. We're going to have to take a look at some of this stuff here. There's going to be some changes. I'm hoping that we're going to be okay here. We'll see. Coffee plantations should be publicly traded. Some of those are probably... there's definitely been some changes here. I really like how this tooltip shows what the engine consumption looks like into the sugar consumption, as well as the jobs here. That's really handy. I like that a lot. Cool. So we'll have all of these be on rail transportation. We can't auto-expand any of that. So I know that they've changed up some of the war stuff, too. We'll see how that ends up going. And at this point, we need to tick forward for a week, I think. But... yeah, this is all happening here. Laissez-faire is being put in. And this is unproductive. That's fine. We've got some low market access. I don't think they really reworked the market access system. I didn't notice that in the patch notes, if they did. So we'll keep an eye on that. See if that feels any different. So far, it feels basically the same. I am noticing, though, that it completely wiped our construction queue, which I'm pretty sure we had a hefty construction queue, right? So let's go ahead and go into here, make sure that all of that's queued up. Yes, that's good. Expensive government goods are oil. That's to be expected. Insufficient taxation capacity in Osaka. We'll come down there and build that. I do like how this is 2 queues now. Okay. So let's see how the auto construction queues up. If it's no longer that 26-week thing, I'm in. Oh, our GDP is 1.3 billion. That's very different. Okay, we'll see how that ends up going. So we'll let this finish up and it'll recalculate everything, right? No private constructions queued up there. Being expanded on the orders of private actors is always funded by the investment pool and cannot be reprioritized or removed from the construction queue. That's definitely different. And I think that the reason nothing queued up is probably because cash reserves aren't full. Cash reserves need to be greater than 95%. And less than 52 weeks. Okay, that's good. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with the GDP scenario, if it's just changing how it calculated it. Let's check in over here. Our legitimacy went up quite a lot on this patch. In fact, we could do this and bump it up to 85. Okay, that's neat. But our GDP is definitely really low in comparison. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but we'll figure that out. We, of course, have this going on. And that'll be fine. We'll see if these guys actually end up siding with them. Our GDP is continuing to drop off a little bit here. Okay. Unemployment numbers are about the same. I'm guessing this GDP is just due to the patch, right? This is not related to anything we did. Things are just a little bit different right now. And this may take time to recover. It's possible that... let's see here. It didn't reset our employment. Okay, that's interesting. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. It's very possible that things are just going to be a little bit broken from here till the end of the game. If it's just a little broken, that's fine. I would like to experience these new systems that they've got going on here. No one has joined in on this side yet. So we'll see what Great Britain is thinking about this. Market access is remaining the same, and we are seeing some private construction here. I'm also noticing that our overall amount of construction dropped down. Waiting for funding to become available. Okay. Fascinating. I think this system is probably a massive improvement, is my initial gut reaction. Now we do have these government queues here. Where did these textile... Oh, these are from the auto queue. So auto queue and the private queue are different. Now that's fascinating. So why do we have negative construction capacity in Oklahoma? That's something that I just noticed there. So let's see. Construction. Is it because we have... Mortality of laborers in construction. That's, I think, new. Okay. So let's take a quick look here in the construction queue and see. What is this construction efficiency loss due to? Turmoil. Okay, noted. That's fine. So all things considered, I think that this is probably a huge upgrade. We can queue up to 52 weeks now with auto queue. And private constructions will happen just kind of generally. And to a point randomly. I'm wondering right now, okay, war with Great Britain has broken out. Nobody actually joined that. I wasn't paying attention to that, and I should have been. Let's see here. Yeah, nobody is actually supporting them. So we're going to have to mobilize, and that's fine. We will immediately do so in recognition of accomplishment. Sure, workers should be recognized. There we go. So, okay. Interesting. I'm wondering where our battalions in reserve are. So, we've got a few. We need somebody in the Dixie HQ and somebody in the Caribbean HQ. Okay. So, our leader from the Caribbean HQ, that is this guy. Actually, this is a Dixie guy. We've got 50 here, so we need to promote this guy up. Yep, so that's up to 40, up to 60, and up to 70. So we mobilize him, and we're going to send him over to this front. So he's going to go advance the Manitoba front. Cool. Now we're going to mobilize someone else. And let's see here, like John Pershing. We're going to mobilize him, and he's going to go down to the Guatemala front. I noticed a different button there. What is this? Oh, that's interesting. That's just the status. Sure. So go to the Manitoba front. Okay, so you have to actually click on that. That's a little different. If you click this, that selects the front, and that actually sends them. That's a little fiddly. I don't know about that. It's slightly awkward. And for the moment, we are going to also mobilize a couple of admirals. I want to recruit additional admirals here. So we're going to go into our Navy, and we're going to recruit someone in the Canada HQ and someone in the Caribbean HQ. Okay. We're going to promote these up as high as we can. Okay. So 60, 68, that'll do. This guy still only has 6. Now he has 12. Okay, that's awkward. But whatever. We are going to send Eustace to go raid convoys somewhere like... No hostile supply networks are present here. So somewhere like here, I guess. Never mind. They just don't have anything out here. Okay, that's awkward. In which case, there's not really much of a point to bring up our naval base productions, but we can definitely bring up our military here. And this is going to be expensive. We know this. That's fine. France colonized Western Australia. Okay, what is this icon? Okay, that's indicating an input goods shortage. Sure, that's new. We could definitely import from Mysore, but that's the best we've got there. Cool. So these guys are going to head to their relevant locations, right? And I should have done this a little earlier. It's going to take us time to get there. We could also begin an invasion of Bermuda. So we could send, like, this guy to go... Let's see. I'm forgetting how to do this. I figured it out previously. So we mobilized Nathaniel Beauregard. And he's at 0% mobilization right now. That's fine. And we needed to... Is it done over here? No, it's done with a navy, I think. Naval invasion of Bermuda. With... Yeah. Nathaniel Beauregard. There we go. So that's underway. Our constructions are going okay. I do want to check in on railway situations here. This definitely feels a lot snappier. So I think the performance has been improved. That's a good sign. I don't know what's going on with the GDP. This might just be that our previous numbers were wildly inflated and they're calculated differently now. It's a possibility. We'll see. So for the time being, our troops are going to arrive here in about a week and up over here in about 20 days. Okay. Funnily enough, with literally nothing happening, we're winning the war. I'm not sure exactly what's going on with that one, but whatever. I'm okay with it. And we're running a deficit right now, but we have a pretty decent gold reserve. So for the moment, I'm okay with this. I'm not expecting this to be too long of a war. We've already got Guatemala under our control. And we're arriving over here in 4 days. Okay, that's the queue beyond what we're currently constructing. Got it. Russia colonized North Island. I'm guessing there must be some new areas in the patch that they're colonizing. Okay. Sure. That's fine. Okay, so we've got this front up here, right? And we're definitely going to win this. There's no doubt about that. Like, look at this battle. There's no way that we lose this. Fantastic. So that's all looking good. We have a successful naval invasion over here in Bermuda, apparently. Maybe. Is that occupied by us? I don't think it is. This guy is currently escorting convoys. It said we had a successful naval invasion. So I guess we got that? I don't know. We'll see. For the time being, of course, we're taking over a bunch of Canada. This battle is still ongoing, and it's moving pretty slowly. The Apache seceded. I didn't actually expect that, but we can handle it. No problem. We're going to send William Forbes over to advance the Apache front. The Ontario-New Mexico front, apparently. So he's on the way over there. He'll arrive there soon enough, and we'll deal with that Apache uprising. No problem. This battle is still happening. Slightly shockingly. Yeah, an opium input goods shortage is unsurprising. Opium and oil. Cool. So I think that this is just changing how the GDP was calculated. I don't think this is actually indicative of anything in particular. It seems to be largely the same. What is very strange, though, is this battle. Our number of dead and wounded are increasing. They are not budging here. And as far as I can tell, this battle is over. This might be broken. Indeed. Okay, let's make a quick save here. And then let's reload this save and see if that causes this battle to finish. That's definitely a bit of a bug. So let's see what we've got here. Fingers crossed that this actually works. I'm not surprised that things are a little bit broken with importing the old save, to be clear. So let's see if this finishes. No? No. Okay. Well, that's definitely exciting. We've got a couple of idle mobilized generals. I'm going to send this guy up to the Manitoba front as well. And who's the other mobilized one? Lafayette Phillips. Okay. I'm going to send you over to the Manitoba front as well. Okay. The war system is definitely different. Maybe I'm not understanding how this battle is working. I suppose that's a possibility. We'll see. The Free Trade Party, huh? I think that this battle is bugged. That's my theory. Is there anything we can do about this? Like force them to retreat or something? Like, that would be nice. I don't think so. I think that this is just going to continue to be frozen here. Which is really awkward. No doubt about that. Well, we do have campaign financing going on here. We're not going to finance a campaign. Get out of here. And that's another bad event for laissez-faire. Okay. So laissez-faire is down to 2%. Yikes. And, of course, this uprising here is ongoing. Wait. Great Britain just randomly capitulated on us. Okay, we'll take it. That's one way to break that broken battle, I suppose. So, Ontario. When can we start to annex them? Annex subject. Basically immediately. Okay, so that sounds good. Now, when is our truce up with Haiti? That is 1934, and West Indies is 1935. So we're going to need to deal with the Apache uprising. I'm not concerned about this. I think that they're going to back down. South Italian people have begun migrating from Italy to New York. Okay. If they don't back down, we'll crush them. Okay, war has broken out. So we're going to fight the Apache uprising. This is not going to be a problem. Our troops are heading on over there, and that looks good. In terms of our constructions, I do want to check in. Oh, actually, we can build ports in Bermuda. That would make sense. So we'll max those out. Does any of this show... Okay, we can sort by infrastructure balance now. Fascinating. And each of these are producing 30 infrastructure. So we can do a little bit of math here to determine that we are going to need 5 in British Columbia. We're building 1 right now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually queued up 5 there, but that's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We already have some queued up here. Okay. These should be reasonably fine. Cool. That's actually very helpful. I like that. We can also, of course, queue up barracks in a number of locations, which we will happily do. and naval bases in a number of locations as well, which again we'll happily do. And we're running a deficit right now, no doubt about that. That's not shocking. This battle is ongoing. Is this one going to get stuck as well? Again, it's moving much more slowly, but that could be due to changes in the battle system. We're winning the battle. And we'll keep an eye on that. Excellent. Now, I do want to check in over here. Tobacco is... okay. Dye plantations is almost certainly what we built here. 0.45, 3.56. Do it. And livestock is 0.56, 0.45, 0.98. Sugar. Okay. So we'll build sugar. That is fine. Iron mines, we will get that maxed out. Logging camps, looks good. Rubber plantations, looks good. Fishing wharves, and there we go. Cool. So there's all of that done. And once we get the Apache uprising under control, how are we doing on this battle? I think that this has been changed. This is definitely very different in how this battle is playing out. So that's fascinating. The battles appear to be much longer, which is neat. So how are we doing on our infamy? We're at 116.7. Okay, we'll continue to work on bringing that down. And our construction is nearly maxed out here. We're at minus 1.3 million monthly, or rather weekly. That's okay for the moment. We just want to crush this uprising. And once that's done, things should be a bit more under control. That said, for the time being, we could raise our taxes here. And let's go ahead and do that and start paying. Cool. That sounds good. This battle is definitely very, very different in how it's playing out. That's for sure. Great Britain colonized Western Australia. The Communist Party won, and we're at 77 legitimacy, up to 79 if we do this. Done. Beautiful. We have that opium input goods shortage, and we're not shocked about this. I don't know that the battles are supposed to do this, though, where they just reach a stalemate period. I mean, maybe they are. This is like post-World War I, pre-World War II. Okay, this law is not going to happen. We're going to get rid of that. Fantastic. International telephone exchange. No. Yeah, I feel like this isn't supposed to be a thing. Although, maybe it is. I really don't think it is. I think this is probably not representative of the way this is supposed to go. Like, this is 42 guys, and then they just capitulate. Okay. Fascinating. We'll see how that ends up going. I do want to make sure that, let's see, this should all be built here. Yeah. Absolutely fine. No problems whatsoever there. What do we need for railways? So we can see we've got some going here. We need one here, one here. Cool. And let's go through our buildings real quick. We did just get some new territory. We probably want to begin annexation of Ontario. 2.3 infamy is barely any infamy. Let's do it. Beautiful. We can also drop our taxes here. Down to about here. Looks good. Very solid. Okay. Fantastic. So all of this is constructing nicely. The construction system does seem to be a good change, I think. The war system, I don't think I understand what's happening there. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Okay, so this is all looking good, right? We're going to annex Ontario, and then we're going to come down over here. It is about time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to see how this annexation plays out. I expect it to be pretty free. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Kentogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Rogue Corvid, Anna the Elephant, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.